Good afternoon, November the 9th, 2015. Time to wrap up our trading today in the E-mini. We came into the E-mini liking the sell side. We hoped we would be able to sell 94s or better. We lowered that to the sell zone to the 90 to 95 area, and in the day session the high was 88. So got a nice retest failure right here. That software generates that green dot. Set up the first short there. Either of these two S's would have produced a winner. Even this S would have produced a winner. This S was a loser. This buy was a loser if you took it, but this retest failure. Nice winner, no trade on that. Another retest failure right here, nice winner. V bottom, nice winner. V top, V bottom, and so on and so forth as we move sideways. If you don't get a trade done at the edges in a congestion area, and there was really no reason to get long here because the market had been selling, giving us lower highs. Didn't have any news to work with today. Really didn't have any news over the weekend to work with either. So we're going to end up the day with a big B. The selling was blamed on Fed's going to raise interest rates in December, and we laugh about that, but that's the idea that drives the market. When it looks like they may not be able to raise rates in December, market rallies. When it looks like they're going to raise rates, everything points that way, the market sells. Lower high, lower low for the fourth day, so we finish in weak right here. It favors a sell. Looking at this screen, you can see a pretty clean market in this 30 area, say 35 plus or minus. If we break this low here at 55, then structurally the next stop is going to be this 35 to 40 area. So the market is trying to sell. And this screen says find a place to sell it. We'd go to our F2 screen, and definitely a B. Might be breaking resistance support right here, so I'm going to do an M split. If we take out 64, that will be confirmed. The news tomorrow is NFIB Small Business Optimism Index 96.4, import prices minus 1%, export prices minus 0.3, wholesale trade plus 0.1. So no news to drive the trading tomorrow as far as the E-mini goes. So if the market were to close right here, I would be trying to sell the 68 to 72 area, and then 75 to 79. On the buy side, if it were to close right here, we'd be trying to buy 60, 63. And then 55 plus or minus for buy 2. But just a very, very slow, methodical rotation lower. Not much more than that. Not a lot of volatility today. It just, they ground the market lower, and not much left. The 50 lot trader there buffered most of the selling. They were buying into weakness when it looked like the selling might accelerate, and that's kind of the tail of the tape today. Okay, treasuries had a very weak auction, and we've seen that on the short end the last couple of times, and we've seen it on the last auction. All three of them were bad. So this market has pretty much made up its mind that the Fed is going to raise interest rates come December, and they're selling it. Got to move the paper this week, and we've come off quite a bit. So, but nobody stepped up to buy the 3-year piece of paper today either. So on the F1 screen, lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. On the F2 screen, it's a P in a down market. I forgot about the banks will be closed on Wednesday. So they did the 3-year auction today, and it didn't do anything for the market. But we have a P in a down market, and that means short covering. Volume in today's day session is below Friday's day session, so this market is still pointed lower. If we put it all together, you're looking at a B. So this morning we wanted to sell, failure to get through 126 even, 126.04. That still looks like the trade. So here's our sell 1. Sell 2 will be 7.11, pretty much where we were this morning. On the buy side, we're going to make it 21 to 25 for buy 1, then 13 to 17 for buy 2. If the E-mini sells pretty hard overnight, we'll probably have to pay up to get in on the long side. But what will take us closer to where we would really like to be a seller, which would be that 8 to 12 area. Knob spread came in about 430 seconds by the close today, so damage was done last week. And put it all together, leaning P, but we've got a couple of distributions right here, so you do an E split. And what you can see right here is that volume is well below Friday's volume. And the market is still in a sell mode. And the reason pretty much universally given by everybody is the Fed's going to raise interest rates in December. Again, the Fed could raise interest rates 1/4 or 0.5%, but they can't raise it to 3% without just destroying any chance of the federal budget ever being balanced. And that's the reality right here. What these people have done, if it had been done in the private sector, every one of them would be thrown in jail because they have pushed problems down the road. They spent all the money and more. They've said we've created trust funds for Social Security and other ones. They haven't. They spent the money. They put IOUs in there. And when the IOUs come out bad, it's going, well, we wanted to do something. And so it's the same old deal. And some of these people who get to D.C. are not honorable men. Some are, and or women. Okay, we have rejected prices at 12 right here. Last rotate up did stop just under 12. Then the M period stopped at 3. And here we are at 29. So 3 to 7, sell 1. 11 to 15, sell 2. On the buy side, the breakout came from 22. We're at 29, so we'll make 17 to 21. Buy 1. And then 1 to 5, buy 2. Just put it well below the market. Don't think we'll get to that level because they have to move the paper this week. But again, on a one time deal, these guys are always hedged. They make money in up or down markets. It'd be pretty hard for them to lose money. There's no risk for the primary dealers. They're allowed to make their markup. If they can't sell a paper, eventually they can turn it back to the Fed. Fed will buy it from them at a profit. Scream and howl all you want about it being a rigged game and how unfair it is. That's not going to change. You just have to learn how to prosper from it. Okay, gold 85.87 is pretty good support. So right now 88.85 is good support. Then this right over here, you'll see that the 80.82. So hard. I think we're going to get stops below 75, but I think it takes a piece of news to get there. And then there's the spill from 11.05. So 1100, 1105 is where best resistance is, and I'm guessing 75 to 80 is where best support is. But inside day, that favors the trading range tomorrow. Because the long-term bias is lower, I would think that the best trade would be from the short side. So, selling 93.95, sell 1. 99.01, sell 2. Buying 85 to 88, buy 1. 81 to 79, buy 2. Okay, crude oil got hit pretty good this morning. Lower high, lower low, so we've rejected prices basically below 43, and we're at 44 right now. So one possible support was this 43.75, 44. Next little band of support is going to be 43, 43 and a quarter. Did pretty well in this market on where our buy and sell points were. Both trades produced small winners. The trade was from the short side. We did not get close to the short side where we wanted to get short. So last rotate up is we're at 43.95, so 44 and a quarter, 44.50 sell 1, 44.75, 45 sell 2. Getting short against 45 is a trade that has a lot going for it. You can see the very, very clean break in the volume up there. On the buy side, stops below today's lows, then a little bit, so 43, 43 and a quarter by 1, then 42 and a quarter, 42.54 by 2. And with Draghi's conversation today, hard not to see the euro resume its downtrend. Not much news tomorrow to drive trading in any of the complexes as far as the U.S. is concerned. Inside day right here, you can see a very, very clean break. That low, that triple low right there, that single low right there in the 108.25 to 50 area. So 108, 108.25 starting out is pretty good resistance right now. We had hoped to sell that this morning, didn't get close to it. And here we sit. So 107.75 to 108 is going to be sell 1. 8.25 is going to be sell 2. On the buy side, we got volume at 44, so 35 to 25 allows them to get stops below that by 1. And 107 even by 2. Okay, Don Manning will be on tomorrow at 11, probably 11 to 11:10 Eastern. We're going to go over his charts and how he trades the 30-year. Be good. Your charts are you. And Don's got some really, really good ideas. The Rinko charts that we put up came from Don, and he's got more that he wants to share with you. So it should be a pretty good session. Got to make plans to be there. I will record it. And I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Y'all have a great evening.